Hi, I am Gopal Krishna Dwivedi and I welcome you to this session on personal grooming and business etiquettes, and this is session 9. In this session we shall include personal grooming, which is very important for your placement, for your interview process. We shall also discuss about video call etiquettes, and we have also included internet etiquettes in this session. But before we go ahead for video call etiquettes and net etiquettes, let us talk about personal grooming first, because personal grooming is really important for your personal branding, for your image building, because the way you dress up regularly, the way you carry yourself regularly, people have that image of yours and they develop that perception about you. Especially when you are going for an interview or your placement process, then your personal grooming becomes very important. Let us have a look on this picture of an apple. Yes, this is a fresh apple, but this also is an apple, and in this apple, who would like to eat it? You can see that it is a rotten apple, a stale apple. It is not fresh at all. Similarly, this is the bunch of bananas, fresh bananas. And this also is a bunch of bananas, but the rotten bananas. So who would like to have them in place of them? As you see the difference between the apple and the apple, bananas and the bananas, similarly you can see the same difference between this gentleman and this gentleman. While one gentleman looks smart, clean shaved, cheerful, fresh and well groomed, the other one looks clumsy, dirty, unhealthy, and who would say that he is ready for an interview. Therefore, personal grooming habits include all these heads that you see right now. So when we talk about personal grooming, we talk about hair, we talk about nails, we talk about dress, we talk about makeup, and we talk about overall cleanliness. There are some who visit the salon, the barber shop every fortnight, and there are some who visit the barber shop once in 2 months. But if you are a good student, if you are a good candidate, if you do take care of your personal grooming, I would suggest that you should visit the barber shop, the hair cutting salon, at least once in a month, so that you look neat and clean and well groomed. Similarly, there are some students, there are some people who are very fond of keeping long nails, but when you keep long nails, there are two side effects. Number one, your nails may be full of dust, they may look dirty, and the person sitting before you may feel repelled seeing your nails, dirty nails. Second thing, the doctors say that keeping long nails is very harmful for your own health, because when you keep long nails, there you carry the germs. They are not visible to you, but they are there. When you keep your hand on the table, when you pick up your laptop bag, when you hold the steering of your car, then these germs come and they get accumulated under your nails. And when you take chapati with curry and other dishes, and then these germs get swallowed by you and they reach your stomach and cause troubles. Therefore, any good candidate, any well-groomed candidate will take care that nails are not long. Dress up, we'll talk about dress up and dress sense in the coming slides in more detail. Makeup, the thumb rule is the simple the better. So you should not bother to have thick and heavy makeup which makes you look artificial and you do not look that handsome or beautiful as you expect. So light makeup is always suggested if it suits you. And overall cleanliness should be a lifestyle. Overall cleanliness, whether you take something in the restaurant, whether you are in the college or you are taking your own tiffin, or you are at home taking a nap or doing something in the kitchen, you should take care that you have a habit of overall cleanliness. So right now we are going for the personal grooming, especially the dress sense. I would ask you that which of these two look more professional, this one or this one? He is in casuals but he is clean shaved. He is in formals but he is not clean shaved. So neither he looks perfect because he's not wearing formals, and nor he looks perfect because he's wearing formals. His smile is good, his hair is good, but he does not have a clean shaved face. So you should take care that whenever you are wearing formals, you are clean shaved. Similarly, one more picture is there. Again the same question, which out of the two looks more professional? She is in casuals, but she looks cheerful and appealing. Although this lady, this girl is wearing formals, but her expressions are very dull and she doesn't look that good. One more suggestion is there. Whenever you are wearing a coat, sometimes I see that the students remain confused whether they should keep the collars of the shirt inside the coat or outside the coat. So the suggestion is, formally, whenever you are wearing a coat, you should keep the shirt collar inside the coat collar. Although this gentleman seems to be a big business tycoon, but he is keeping collars outside. But if you see the assistants, the learned people behind, if you see them carefully, this lady is keeping the collars inside the coat collar, and this gentleman, the assistant of this big personality, he is also keeping his collars inside the coat collar. So you should take care that whenever you are wearing a coat, the collars of your shirt are inside the coat collar. This is the formal way of dressing up. Once more, which out of the two looks more professional? So in this picture he looks handsome, but he is in casuals, and second thing is he is not clean shaved also. But this guy, he looks handsome and he is clean shaved and he is wearing formals. So perhaps this is the ideal picture of being in formals. This is the ideal picture of a candidate going for an interview. So the imitable and the ideal look is this, I would suggest. One more thing is there, whenever you go to buy your clothes or your dresses, do take care that you do not buy very loose clothes. These days people prefer purchasing slim fit shirts, and if your regular size is 38, you should buy a slim fit shirt of 40 in number, because slim fit shirts are fitting on body, they look nice, and there is no excess cloth on your body, and it is not loose, it does not look clumsy, it fits on your body and you look handsome. Similarly, you can go for slim fit trousers too. If you're not much fatty, if you're not over healthy, you can go for slim fit trousers too, but please make sure that you look handsome whatever dresses you buy. Earlier we saw that this guy is clean shaved and he is not having any mustache or beard, but in case you keep mustache, you can continue with your mustache also, but it should be trimmed well regularly. So the overgrown mustache or thick mustache or clumsy mustache will not look good, but in case you keep trimming it regularly, even your mustache will look formal. So you can go ahead with this. Here you can see that these candidates, these professionals have very light, well groomed, well trimmed beard. So you can continue with your beard even if it looks good on you and is trimmed well regularly. So it should not be unorganized, irregular beard. It should be trimmed, it should be taken care of regularly. These are a few more pictures of imitable and ideal looks. You can see the confidence on this person, you can see how well groomed he is, you can see the proper knot of a tie and a perfect combination of the colors of tie and coat and shirt, and he is looking a real professional. Similarly, even this person is not in the interaction mode, but still he is wearing a formal shirt, wearing a very good tie, he is also clean shaved, and he is also wearing a very good smile. So these are all the pictures of imitable and ideal looks that you can think of following. This is one more picture. So there also you can see this lady well groomed and keeping her hair short and simple. This is another professional lady, and they are all professional gentlemen and ladies working in good organizations. So the question comes, what to wear, and little later we'll discuss what not to wear. So right now the query is what to wear actually formally, and while you're working in a corporate and while you're going for an interview. So this is An example of business professional, that means you have a regular professional day in your company, and this is the example of business casual, that means you are working for a company but today there is some celebration or there is some occasion where you have the liberty of being little casual. But the point to be noted is whether this is a formal occasion or this is an informal occasion. While working in a company or while being in corporate, in no occasion you can go completely casual. Although here this person has the liberty of not wearing this coat or blazer because this is an informal occasion and this is a casual occasion, but still he is wearing a tie and he is wearing a belt, he is wearing trousers, and he is wearing somehow a formal shirt, although color is little gaudy. So the difference is, the only thing is you could be little more comfortable without coat and all, and you can wear little colorful or gaudy shirt, but still you have to look semi-formal, not completely informal. So the difference is, while you're going for an interview or you're going for your regular working in a corporate, so you have to have a fresh haircut. Fresh haircut means it should not be 2 months old or 3 months old. So you should go for a haircut every month, and there are people who go for a haircut every 20 days. There should be an appropriate tie, and there should be a pressed suit, that suit, the trouser and the coat. You will be carrying your portfolio when you go for an interview, and polished shoes, as you know everyone wears polished shoes during interview and regular working. Here also this guy is clean shaved and his shirt is buttoned up, although this is a casual wearing. Matching belt and shoes, this also is required, and pressed slacks, so he is wearing pressed trousers, so this also is somehow a formal look with little more comfort. Similarly, if you talk about girls or ladies, while being a business professional, that means you're regular working in your company or going for an interview, you can wear a formal dress like light button up shirt and then portfolio as you carry during your interview and regular working, a pressed suit, appropriate length skirt, neither too long nor too short, and then polished closed toe shoes. The takeaway here is this, that if your nails of toes are visible, if your toes are visible, that means that pair of shoes is not formal. So while wearing shoes for your interview or for your corporate working, do take care that your toes are covered inside these shoes. So you should buy such type of shoes. Then we talk about business casual. Here she does not have that compulsion of wearing a coat, but still she looks a little formal, wearing a good watch, nice blouse, no bulky jewelry, and no too short dresses, exposing dresses. So somehow while you're working in a company, even if it is a day of celebration, even if it is a casual occasion, still you have to be semi-formal, semi-informal. Now comes what not to wear. See, these are the suggestions and they may make you smile, right? So keeping your sunglasses like this is not considered as formal. Casual shirt and shoes, like they are wearing t-shirts, this is not considered as formal. And not even shorts, like the way they are wearing shorts, this also is not considered formal. Unprofessional bracelets, the kind of bracelet she is wearing is considered unprofessional, and backpacks like this one is also not considered professional. Open toe shoes, as we discussed earlier, there you can see the toes. So this type of slippers, this type of valise are not considered as formal, and this type of bag is also not considered as a formal bag. Similarly, wearing a loose tie with button not done properly is not considered as formal. Rolled up sleeves, folded sleeves are also not considered as formal. Such popped up collars, they may make you look funky, but they are also not considered as formal. And keeping your hands in pockets while your boss and seniors are in front of you is also not considered as formal. Wearing a jeans is beyond imagination for any good candidate during your interview or during your corporate life. So you're not supposed to go to your offices and for your interviews wearing a jeans if it is not allowed otherwise. And keeping your lanyards hanging from your pocket or from your hands like this is also not expected. Unprofessional shoes like this are also not considered as formal. So what should be the choice of the clothes? And the rule is, the simple, the better. And there's no need to make things complicated to make them look good. If your things are simple, they may still look good. Prefer the designs and patterns of shirts and their colors. Any plain color is considered as formal most often, except a few exceptions. This shirt has been considered as formal because this is white in color and has got small checks. Still, I would suggest you to avoid checks, but in case you have already been selected and you are going for your routine job in a company where you go every day, in that case this shirt is good to wear because it looks almost formal. But still, if you are going for an interview, I would not suggest you to wear a shirt with checks. Striped shirts are also considered formals, but still I would suggest that if you are going for an interview, you should prefer plain. But once you get a job and you start working, you can go with the stripes also. Most of the colors that are plain are considered as formal colors, but still I would suggest you to avoid colors like this, which is reddish in color. Although this is plain and this could be used after getting a job, but during an interview you should strictly avoid this because somehow it is gaudy, somehow it is sharp to eyes. Shirts which you should not wear. As I suggested earlier, thick stripes, wide stripes should be avoided. They look awkward. Similarly, a shirt with big checks, heavy checks should be avoided. This also does not look formal. Now, if I talk about trousers, they should preferably be dark in color. Yes, dark trousers are considered as formal. And second thing is, if you are wearing a dark trouser and there are 2 drops of water on your chair, you sit on it and you get up, maybe these 2 drops of water will not be visible on your trouser. But if you are wearing a light color trouser, the moment you come in touch with some stain or water, it will be immediately visible on your dress, so it will not look good. Therefore, I would suggest that you should prefer wearing a dark color trouser, although wearing a beige with dark color shirt is also acceptable. Trousers may or may not have pleats depending on the fashion of the day and on your choice too, but please make sure that you choose dark trousers. Definitely I would suggest you to have at least 1 pair of black trousers also, because it matches with most of the shirts that you have. So most often you can wear any shirt with black trousers, but preferably you should wear trouser according to the color of the trouser and the shirts. Let us talk a bit about ties also. So to play it safe, choose a traditional silk tie. So if you wish to buy a good quality tie, go for a silk tie. No loud colors or patterns. Again, you have to take care that you look formal. Given below are some well accepted colors and patterns of tie. Stripes are good, but you should take care that your tie is not very gaudy, very colorful. This is a formal tie. This also is a formal tie. This also is a formal tie. And these are also considered as formal, but you should avoid print as much as you can. These are the examples of informal tie, so I would not suggest you to wear any such tie, and I know that you are not going to buy them even on your own also. Perhaps these are the best examples of professional tie. So your tie should coordinate with your attire. Whatever dress you wear, your tie should have a good combination with your dress. The knot should be a perfect triangle. So if you see this knot carefully, this is a perfect knot with a perfect tie, with perfect matching of color with the shirt and the coat and the trouser even. Similarly, this also is a very good tie with very good knot, with very good combination with the shirt, and this also is a good combination. but you are not supposed to enter the clinic or the office or your interview board room wearing such casual ties with improper knot, with buttons not done properly. So you should avoid being casual during your interview and your corporate life. When we talk about tie and their qualities, we should also talk about the length of the tie, how you carry them. There are some people who make that tie look too short and it does not reach the buckle of the belt. And there are some who keep their tie so long that it even passes on the buckle of the belt. So your tie should not be too lengthy, it should not be too short. Your tie should be of appropriate length. So appropriate length is this, that your tie should touch the buckle of your pant, your trouser, but your tie should not cover the buckle of your trouser, that is the belt on your trouser. So the summary is that your tie should not cover the buckle of your belt, it should just touch the buckle of your belt. Let us have a bit about socks also. So choose a color that coordinates with your trousers. So if you are wearing a navy blue trouser, you should wear navy blue socks also, or even a sky blue will do to some extent. If you are wearing a black trouser, you should wear black socks. Similarly, you can go for black, dark grey, dark brown or dark blue socks matching with your trouser. Make sure that your socks are long enough so that when you sit crossed legs or when you sit comfortably, your skin is not exposed and your legs are not visible bare. As a thumb rule, do not wear white socks. Yes, this is the takeaway of this presentation, that white socks should be avoided. There are people who consider white as formal, but this is not true. Because when you wear white socks, first of all, they are not considered as formal. Second thing is they look sometimes stained and dirty too. So you should avoid white socks. Wearing clean socks to avoid bad odor. So we should change socks every day. The socks that I wore yesterday, I cannot think of wearing the same socks today because it absorbs sweat and next day it will definitely smell foul. So I would not suggest you to use the socks every day, the same socks. You should change your socks every day. If I talk about shoes, wear a good pair of leather shoes, black or dark brown in color. Shoes must be polished every day. If you have some perception that you cannot wear black shoes due to some reason, then only you should go for brown or tan shoes. Otherwise, black shoes are the best shoes considered as formal and they match with any dresses that you wear. So preferably you should go for black leather look shoes. But I would not suggest you to wear shoes that look casual. That means you should not wear any such casual or informal shoes. Similarly, we should also take care of our belts. This belt is considered as formal, this is also considered as formal, and this also is considered as formal. But these two belts do not look formal, so avoid such buckles, avoid such belts. How many accessories one can go ahead with? So if I talk about the accessories, the jewelry worn by the girls, I would say that there is a thumb rule that 5-piece jewelry is good. 5-piece jewelry is good. So out of these 5-piece jewelries, earrings count as 2, right and left. Then watch count as third, and 2 more additional accessories could be used. Like you can wear 1 ring in the left hand and 1 ring in the right hand, or you can go with 1 very light chain, gold chain, very light, very thin. So you should prefer these accessories, right? Wearing very simple earrings or tops, they are all okay if you are going for an interview or a corporate working. But wearing danglers like this and dangling earrings is not suggested, so you should avoid them. You should go with these simple, short, small earrings with sober looks. So this is all I wanted to talk to you about your personal grooming. And above all, no matter how smart you look, how handsome you look, how beautiful you look, but above all, remember, You are not completely dressed until your face wears a smile. This is what Mahatma Gandhi had said once. You are not completely dressed until your face wears a smile. And this is what he said. So you should take care that when you are completely dressed, when you have taken care of your personal grooming, and when you are going for your interview or your regular working, you wear a smile on your face. Even animals also know this sometimes. So we are all human beings and we should take care of this. This is all in this segment, and we shall now talk about video call etiquettes in the next presentation, and this is session 9.